Welcome to Jam Creative Productions, where we're about to start work on a new jingle package. So while the musicians are getting ready, let me tell you a little bit about it. Today's client is WABC in New York City, and they asked for jingles to reflect the bigness of New York and the radio station, a big orchestral sound. So who better to work with on this than the one and only Tom Merriman? Let's follow the progress of one cut from this new package. We call it WABC number 121. It's the top of the hour ID, the jingle that's heard at the beginning of every hour leading into the news. We start with the rhythm section.
WABC 121. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2.
It takes most of a day to lay down the rhythm tracks for an entire package. And on another day, we add the brass. Now it's another day and it's time to add strings to the package, in this case 6 violins and a cello. At this point, the track is full enough to sing along with, so it's time for the vocal session.
News Talk Radio 77, WABC, New York City.
Over the course of the next few days, we add many more instruments to the recording. Everything from percussion to harp. And to make the jingle sound big and proud, we add 4 French horn parts.
News Talk Radio 77, WABC, New York City.
Well, after all those days of recording, we finally arrived at the last step. This is the mix down, and this is where we determine what this jingle is really going to sound like forever and ever. You know, if you add together all of the musicians and singers that we used and take into account the layers we recorded, there's over 60 people performing on this jingle. Each of those items was recorded on a separate track. Each track appears on a separate channel of the recording console, so you have complete control over how loud everything is, how much echo it has, what kind of echo, any other effect you want to put on it. It takes a long time, but when it's done, it's done. And hopefully it's really good. After the mix, we master the jingles to CD and send it to New York City. And that's really where the last part of this story takes place, when WABC listeners hear the jingle on the air.
12/31/06.
Reaching more American than any other news talk radio station in the nation.
News Talk Radio 77, WABC, New York City.
In the greatest city in the world, it's 5 o'clock.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. The man accidentally shot by Vice President Dick Cheney over the...
A station like WABC really needs to have a great jingle company. Jingles are really important to what we do, and Jam does a great job of capturing that sound that made WABC so special back in the 60s and 70s, and we think it's important to continue that sound today. So we've been using Jam for 30 years, and I can't imagine what it would sound like without a Jam jingle.
So the next time you hear WABC number 121, picture it this way.